Good day, y'all. So, a couple people asked me about the ketamine treatment, or a few people actually asked me about the ketamine therapy that I'm going to and what the experience is like or how it's been helping me. So I thought I'd just share on it, on here. It seems more sense. I have been doing the ketamine treatment. I stopped for a year and a half, but I did it for a total of a year and a half so far. I just wanted to take a year and a half break because I like spacing out my treatments by 3 to 4 weeks and then by a couple years after I feel I've gotten the benefits of it. Anywho, this will be my 16th treatment. They got me at 120 milligrams of ketamine. They're not allowed to give you more than 150 max and a minimum of 60. And what they do is they put you in this, I think you've seen my videos. If not, I'll try to share one later today because I am going to my ketamine treatment today. Medicaid pays for it fully and they give you transportation for free, so you might as well take advantage of it. The only thing I don't like about ketamine is when you take it more than 2 times in a week on a rotational weekly basis, it starts causing kidney damage and can cause degenerative kidney disease. And if you're just doing it occasionally and you're eating healthy, you really don't have to worry about that at all. So I don't worry about that. As far as the treatment goes, they take you in a back room. They have you sit in this chair that has a panic button and it's a recliner. They put aromatherapy, visual light effects, and then you have a flat screen of like the redwood forest or underneath the ocean to calm you down. They suggest you bring music from your past or music that has a lot of meaning to you to help through traumatizations and grieving issues and emotional issues, also to help monitor your anxiety levels from the come up. As far as the process of being injected, I do receive the injections. I don't receive the nasal spray. They give you the option to do nasal spray or injection, and for the at-home treatments they do the capsules. I don't like the nasal spray or the capsules because it contains V-ketamine, and V-ketamine is the anesthetic pain-killing ketamine, while S-ketamine, which is what I only receive, is totally psychedelic. It still has anesthetic properties, but it's the only one that's psychedelic out of all the ketamines. There's 4 different ketamines that wind up on the street, and half of them are, over 80% are not psychedelic. They're actually cut with the animal trank instead of the psychedelic S-ketamine. So what they do is, since I'm at 120 milligrams, they give me 2 syringes, a 60 milligram and a 60 milligram. They take my respiratory and blood pressure, make sure I'm okay to get treated, inject me, and come back 15 minutes later, take my vitals again, and then give me the other injection. And they give you about 1 to 1.5 hours to just chill out before you kind of got to get your transportation. You need to have transportation. I almost got kicked out because I drove myself, because I knew I could. I've driven before on psychs. I know when I can, I know when I can't. So, out of their respect, I don't want them to get a lawsuit or get in trouble, so I don't do that anymore, and Medicaid has been giving me rides. Thank you for that. Now, the initial effects of what happens when you are injected the first time is you get this tingling, vibrational sensation in your nerves and muscles. By the time they give you your second injection, all that transcends from your nerves and muscles to your stomach. And this butterflies start to build in your stomach, and then it travels up to your head, and once it reaches your head, you leave your body completely, and you don't go into a hole. You literally leave your body in the ethereal of like somewhere in between either space or dimensions. It's really weird. I don't know how to put it. It's just, everything becomes connected, and you are no longer limited by your senses. Your senses are removed completely almost, so you can have this internal hallucination and process this. And ketamine has been the only psychedelic out of all the ones I've taken that have actually helped me through my grieving process. The rest have helped me with my emotional understanding of myself and how to fix my bullshit and how to work on myself, some of my problems as a person, and it helped me understand why I went through a lot of traumatic situations and accept why it happened. It helped me, psychedelics have helped me connect the pieces of why society is the way it is, why people work the way they work, And counseling for years when I was a kid has helped me understand myself and other people too. So it has been a benefit prior to my psychedelics, helping me connect all the pieces. But ketamine is the only one that has allowed me to connect the pieces between grieving, life, and existence. The others have only helped me on a personal level and a social level, which is interesting. So that's why I've continued it, because you leave your body for about 20 to 30 minutes before coming back into yourself. And when you come back into yourself, you're completely numb from head to toe. So you have to get your motor skills back in check. So I suggest always doing yoga after the come down from ketamine. It really helps you to get your balance back in place and work on your energy levels and chakras. And then I suggest taking either an hour nap or drinking some tea and doing a meditational routine an hour after the ketamine treatment. As far as the residual effects, I don't feel that ketamine has any benefit as a pain maintenance at all. But I do feel that it has a benefit for emotional and grieving purposes and PTSD and reversing those issues almost completely. It's worked at an 80% benefit for me mentally. Physically, the pain relief only lasts no more than 48 hours, and then it starts coming back. So the long-term effects mentally last for months on end, and can even last longer depending on how you take care of yourself with your diet and your supplementation. So I go for ketamine every 3 weeks. I microdose my psilocybin 2 to 3 days a week. The other 2-3 days I take my kratom or my crepe jasmine and iparuru for muscle relaxing and pain effect. And then 1 day out of the week I take 50 micrograms of LSD. Well, now I do. I'm back on my LSD microdosing. I stopped for about a year and a half as well, and I want to see how it all correlates between the physical pain and my mental clarity, because my anxiety has been up and my stress levels with this summer, and I've noticed using the psychs I've had a lot better time managing things, micromanaging things, and discerning everything that needs to be handled and breaking it down. Of course, I still need to make a list, but it allows me to process things better and look at all the details of what should be focused on, and nothing has to be vague. And then I feel more comfortable because now I know I get it, you know? So once you get the bigger picture, it's easier for you to deal with things, especially when you realize your job is to change your life, not change the world, and make up for whatever you got to make up in this life and lessons, you know? There's a lot to be had there. So for me, I still got a ways to go because I'm a parent. So I have to instill that in my son, so it's harder for when you don't have someone to depend on, or that you have to depend on, or vice versa. It makes it a lot easier because I feel psychedelics are good to share experience of understanding and idealisms, but it's more of a personal connection with that deity or that being, an entity within those herbs or substance. And you can always have a congregation to try to do like yogas with psychedelic or musical tribal circles, yes, because then you're building a frequency that's healing all of you. But on an emotional level of clarity and coming to understandings of yourself, it's not good to be in an environment with other people. It's better to have a personal understanding or one guide with you that you would trust, you know, deeply trust with, you know, talking about your past and things or stuff you don't even want to talk to your counselor about, you know, stuff like that. So there's a lot that goes with it. And luckily they do offer that with the ketamine treatments. I don't need it because I'm good at processing these experiences because I've been doing it for 10 years, but for other people, they help work you through it and help you try to understand why you had that experience or why you cried or what was going on, you know. So there's a lot to be had there. Now, that being said, I'm going to get ready. I got to get picked up in an hour, and I want to smell purty and get myself together because I've been up since 3 a.m. doing work, and I'm pretty sure I smelled like my work right now. So have a beautiful Friday, and I'll share the video of what the ketamine treatment center's like when I get there, okay? Until then, any other questions, please message me. I'll make some videos. If there's a topic you want me to talk on about an ailment, an herb, anything in that area, anything in psychedelics, anything with cannabis use, anything. Hell, even idealisms are the stuff I had conversations with CIA members about. Anything, you know? But that being said, have a beautiful Friday.